Fans were stunned when river monsters disappeared from television without explanation. The show had become a global hit, drawing millions into murky waters, strange creatures, and high-stakes hunts. Then, after 9 thrilling seasons, it simply ended. What really happened? Why would a top-rated series, led by one of the most respected figures in wildlife television, into the untold story? One that might change the way you remember the show forever. It didn't end because of drama, ratings, or network pressure. The truth is far more unusual and oddly satisfying. Jeremy Wade, the man who turned monster hunting into a worldwide obsession, had caught every creature on his list. Unlike shows that drag on just to stay alive, River Monsters ended at the top. It didn't fade out, it finished strong. Wade didn't just host a series, he completed a personal mission most would never dare to begin. From the start, River Monsters was unlike anything else. It wasn't just a fishing show, it was part expedition, part mystery, and part survival thriller. Behind every suspenseful moment was a deeper goal. Wade had a mental list of legendary freshwater predators, creatures tied to local folklore, blamed for disappearances, and doubted by science. Giant catfish accused of drowning villagers, arapaimas as big as boats, Goliath tigerfish with teeth like knives. What began as an ambitious idea became a relentless pursuit. Some monsters took months to find. Others, like the Goliath tigerfish, took decades. Wade spent over 20 years trying to catch that one. When he finally did in Season 2, it wasn't just another episode. It was a turning point. Season by season, Wade crossed off another name. The world followed him from the Amazon to the Congo, from Southeast Asia to the Himalayas. His ambition grew, but the list grew shorter. Slowly, the show's ending became inevitable. The network didn't cancel River Monsters, they honored it. They praised Wade's ability to turn science into storytelling, and they understood the truth. The show was built around finding legends, and the legends were gone. Wade put it simply, 10 years ago, I had a list in my head. Everything has now been ticked off, and then some. It was a rare, honest ending in television. Most shows overstay their welcome. Wade walked away because he had nothing left to prove. He had faced down the most feared creatures in freshwater history, pulled them from the dark, and told their stories with respect and awe. Fans were left wanting more, but they understood. Wade was over. The truth about what he endured behind the scenes began to surface. What River Monsters rarely showed was the real cost behind every episode. Viewers saw the clean shots and dramatic catches, but not the danger, exhaustion, and sacrifice. Jeremy Wade faced some of the harshest conditions on Earth: remote jungles, unstable regions, and uncharted rivers, enduring malaria, heat exhaustion, infections, and constant risk with no backup nearby. Despite these hardships, Wade never complained on camera. His focus was always on the animals and stories, not himself. Only after the series ended, River Monsters had a clear finish line, a list of legendary creatures Wade aimed to catch. Over 9 seasons, he tracked down every one. To keep the show's integrity and magic, Wade ended it at its peak rather than drag on with recycled content. The final season was a celebration, a farewell filled with some of the biggest stories and unforgettable locations. Even after wrapping up, Wade refused to reboot or spin off the show, prioritizing its original mission of truth, mystery, and conservation over fame or profit. His choice to end River Monsters on his own terms preserved its legacy as a unique blend of adventure, education, and respect for nature. Some showed strength by knowing when to stop. Instead of chasing fame, he ended River Monsters with clear closure, no cliffhangers or passing the torch. Like Michael Landon's bold finale for Little House on the Prairie, Wade protected the show's integrity, refusing to let someone else rewrite his life's work. While some fans were disappointed, many respected his choice in an era of endless reboots. For years, fans wondered why the show ended. Wade later explained he'd done everything he set out to do, tracking every legendary freshwater creature on his list. By Season 9, the mysteries were solved. Continuing would have meant faking stories or chasing lesser fish, which he refused to do. The right call. River Monsters was never about drama. It was about mystery and discovery. When there was nothing left to uncover, Wade let it go. But his curiosity didn't end. It shifted. He moved on to mighty rivers, exploring the health of vital waterways threatened by human impact, then mysteries of the deep, investigating underwater phenomena with careful research and skepticism. Wade's work evolved from thrilling hunts to urgent conservation advocacy. He used his platform to promote endangered species and fragile ecosystems. Becoming more than a presenter, he became an environmental advocate. His post-River Monsters projects are a natural continuation of the show's core message: respect for nature, mystery, and the delicate balance between progress and survival. In the end, River Monsters wasn't just about catching fish. It was about illuminating misunderstood creatures and defending the fragile world they live in. That deeper mission is the true legacy Wade continues to carry forward. River Monsters seemed like a show about giant fish, mystery, and danger. But beneath the thrills, Jeremy Wade was breaking down fear and inviting viewers to see misunderstood creatures differently. The show wasn't just about the catch. It was about understanding why these animals scared people. Wade's journey peeled back myths, revealing that many feared species were wrongly blamed. Over time, fear turned to fascination, revulsion to respect, as viewers saw these creatures as survivors and key parts of their ecosystems. This led to the show's deeper purpose: conservation. By telling the stories of individual species, Wade highlighted environmental decline and human impact, making it impossible to ignore that many of these animals were disappearing. Wade never preached. He avoided long lectures about pollution or overfishing. Instead, he told stories that made people care. That's what made him one of the most effective environmental voices on television, without ever presenting himself as one. He became a quiet environmental hero. No rallies, no campaigns, just curiosity and empathy that shifted public perception, one episode at a time. He transformed fishing, often seen as just a hobby or sport, into storytelling, and storytelling into a movement. Fans didn't just tune in for the next monster. They tuned in to learn, to explore the unfamiliar, to understand the strange and wild. That's no small achievement in an age of constant distraction and fleeting attention. By the time River Monsters ended, it had done something few shows ever do. It didn't just entertain. It transformed how people think about the world. It reminded us that beneath every myth lies a truth worth uncovering, and some of the most important discoveries start with fear. Wade faced that fear head-on and taught millions to do the same. And the legacy of River Monsters? It was never just about catching fish. It was about illuminating the misunderstood, defending the fragile, and giving a voice to creatures that had none. That kind of impact doesn't need sequels or reboots, because it never really left. So what do you think? Did Jeremy Wade end River Monsters at the perfect time? Below. If you enjoyed this dive into the untold truth behind one of Animal Planet's most iconic shows, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on the next video on your screen. We've got more shocking revelations from behind your favorite series, stars, and stories.